Hello, everybody. The few people that's watching. These peanuts came from the Texas Roadhouse. I'm not for sure if this is where they really came from, but they probably came from somewhere, but they put them in the bag. But Texas Roadhouse peanuts. And it is raining now as I speak, and thundering and lightning. And it's one of those nights. It's just a peaceful night. I wait on some of my regulars to come out here because my regulars do speak back to me. And once they come out here, I'm going to show them the obituary from my mom's friend, Miss Connie, who passed away. We'll talk more about the funeral. Man, listen at that rain. It's coming out hard. 12 people watching. So far, nobody said hello. I'm really enjoying these peanuts with the salt. I shouldn't be eating the salt, but they're so good. Okay, I'm going to remove the camera till you guys start talking to me. All right? Once we get the conversation going, I'll bring the camera back. Waiting on some of my regulars to come through. I just blocked them so they'll never know what I'm chewing on. See, y'all, my regulars are letting the trolls come in and take over my little content. So that's what happens. But at least the trolls are saying something. At least the trolls are saying something. Oh, man. Man, these peanuts are good. I gotta stop eating them. Because this salt, I know this salt ain't good for my head. Peanuts are good for you, but not the salt. As soon as we get people start to talking, then I'll bring my camera back. And because see, to me, when people are watching me and they don't say anything, that means y'all are not my regulars. And I just don't want nobody staring at me eating until my regulars come on here. This tea is so good. How do they make tea so perfect? Okay, I'm just going to eat this one bag because I got 2 bags. And then I'll be done. I won't eat no more peanuts for the night. I'm going to take this medicine and go to bed. I hope we don't have no damn tornado because this sirens, I don't hear any sirens. I don't even think we have sirens anymore. Okay, I'm almost done. Oh, I still got a few more peanuts. Let me see how much salt is in these damn peanuts. With my glasses. Oh boy. Where are my glasses? Oops. I don't know where my glasses. Well, I guess nobody wants to say hi, so I'm not showing my face, and I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself. So, eventually somebody will say something. I'm glad the people that was on here, they left. I'm glad. So the 11 people that's still watching, y'all know how I do it. Oh, hell no. Unless it was somebody that said, here's $100, ain't no way. Well, I can turn my camera on. Somebody said something to me. No way. Last night, I was struggling to get what I made. I'm not doing that. I only did that because I had to take my mom to the funeral. It was my payday week. Nope. No way. It's too much. It's too much. And people don't want to sin and they just be looking and it's too much. I got that out the way. I ain't got to do that no more for a while. Only time I do a show is if I need to try to make a little few extra dollars. Because I don't work in the clubs anymore. That's the only reason why. When I went to Texas Roadhouse today, I didn't have anything to drink except water. You said you're gonna have to learn. Didn't you tell me that before? I don't know why people say that. There's nothing to learn. You download the app, you put money on there, and you send it. I also have a P.O. box too, but you have to email me to get the P.O. box information. Yeah. Yeah. You download the app, put money on there. You can transfer your money from your bank to the Cash App card and send it. It's real simple. And you don't even have to have a card to send money. Oh, okay. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? You said that gives you more reason to party, club tonight with the car, enjoy yourself. Explain yourself to me. Explain that to me, Nika. Oh, I got it. My mom uses Cash App and she's 81. Yep. I really don't want to be talking about Cash App because all the people think I do is talk about Cash App, and I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. Nika, explain that to me when you said it gives me a reason to party club tonight with the car. Did you think I bought a car? Oh, I guess you didn't hear what happened. Oh, I got to tell you what happened. Nika, are you still there? Because I got to tell you what happened. makes me. I know, but you said, let me make sure I'm reading this right. You said, reason to party and club tonight with the car. But what do you mean by that? I'm lost on that one. Hi, Beverly. That's why I hate to chat, because you can't really understand what people are saying when people type. I hate that shit. But when I try to invite people to come into my show, they don't come. So, let me tell you what happened. when I had the car reservation, my mom was like, "Can you get a truck? Because there's some things I want to do." You know, I said, "Well, that makes sense because then I can take the truck." Hey, Emmanuel, baby, let me tell you something. There is nothing here. There is nothing in this town. What are you talking about, Nika? Baby, you need to look up my hometown. Baby, it is nothing here. Hey, what's going on, Emmanuel? It is nothing here. Ain't nothing here. Child, this little town shuts down at 12 midnight. I don't party with these people in my town anyway. I don't fuck with these people here. We don't even have any clubs here. We have white clubs, which is nothing wrong with that, but straight clubs, they charge too much money to get in, drinks too high. Gay clubs, free to get in most of the time. Cheap drinks, you know, you don't have to dress a certain way. I don't like going to straight clubs because they do too much. Men got to dress a certain way. You know, got to wear this type of shoe, this type of. We don't. Gay clubs don't do that. Come as you are. Right. Which brings me to this. At 71 years old, if you don't know how to do it, don't send me no cash out because I don't want your kids saying that you sending that man some money on YouTube. Don't do it. You can go send me a card. I thought the town was live. Oh hell no! This town, it ain't shit here. I'm telling you, baby. Yeah, it's. I'm telling you, it's nothing here. Especially on a night like tonight. If they do have a club, my nieces are gonna be there. I don't want to party with them, and we don't have a gay bar here. Not at this present time, we don't. But no, I have a what's the lady's name? Miss Christine. I have a PO box. You can email me, and I give you my PO box number. You can send me a card. You don't have to send me no money. Send me a card. Send me a I just moved. Send me a housewarming gift or something. You don't have to always have to be money. That's why I got my PO box. Anyway, let me tell y'all what happened. So my mom was like, rent a truck because she wanted to do this, do that. Plus, I said, oh, okay. Then I go get my furniture from Aaron's because I bought me some furniture. They gave me a really good deal. It was a couch. Somebody brought it back. There was nothing wrong with it, but they just trying to get rid of it. They only wanted $300 for it. I have it paid off in 3 months. It's only $300. You just pay $100 a month on it or whatever. You just pay it straight pay it off or whatever. So I was going to take the truck. I was going to get the U-Haul truck, and then I was going to go get my couch after the funeral and bring it to the house and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I get up to go get the U-Haul truck, bitch, and I get there, ain't nobody there. Because, when you rent a U-Haul, they'll send you to the closest store to your house. Well, when I got there, they were closed on a Saturday. And I didn't know that. I called a Lyft all the way over there, which was $10 there, $10 back. I was pissed. I called them. They said, "Oh, we're sorry. They're closed on Saturdays." But bitch, y'all didn't know that. So they was trying to these peanuts are so good. So they was trying to oh shit. So they was trying to explain to me about, well, this and this. I said, listen, whatever y'all got going on and got nothing to do with me. Here's my reservation, just where y'all told me to come. And I'm pissed. Y'all gonna make me late to the funeral and whatever. So I told them I'll deal with y'all Monday because I'm too pissed off right now. So I had to call a Lyft, go to my mom's, go home, change, get back in another Lyft, go to my mom's house, and because I could have got a ride with somebody else, I had told them to go on. I had to call the Lyft to the funeral home, which was only $6. It was right down the street from my mom's house. So that's what I went through today. So Monday I'm gonna call them because they're gonna give me they're gonna reimburse me. They're gonna give me either 2 free days to rent a truck or something because y'all should have known that U-Haul place was closed. But thank God I had the money to run back and forth because this town is small, So this town is small, so it doesn't matter, how it doesn't take much to get around in this town. It don't. It doesn't take it depending on what time of day it is, it'll run me around about $10, $11, $12, $13 to get to my mom's house from where I'm at. It's not a big town. It's not a big town. Thank you, love. I won't be going to church tomorrow. I'm just not. I don't like getting up early in the morning. And the person that I could ride with, they going to get paid. They're organist. I'm a drummer. If I can't get paid, I ain't going. Stay my ass right here. Now, I was invited to go to a church. They say they would pay me, but I told them, wait till I get my car. Oh, baby, you really misunderstood. You better Google my hometown. You know where I'm at. Ain't shit here. Job. All these churches ain't gonna be packed in this little small town. Maybe in the big cities, yeah. But it's been raining like cats and dogs today. What does that mean, cats and dogs? It's been really raining and thundering and lightning and the alarms going off and stuff. So, yeah, and it's cold, which I love. I was splitting headache, y'all. Is this what's causing the headaches? These peanuts? Because I'm not allergic to peanuts. Is it the salt? But yeah, so that's what's happened to me today. But yeah, I do have a for those who I don't want anyone to ever feel like they press to send a cash out when I go live, but everybody does that. I know, yeah, sodium. I know. I need to stop. I know, but everybody does. I know bloggers that are bigger than me be asking, to support the show, and they got the cash app sitting up there. Armand Wiggins, who got over 100,000 subscribers. Don Lemon be on TikTok telling y'all to send him gifts. So I mean, people, they do. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. But I don't like bringing it up. And when you said something about it, I said, "Oh Lord, they're gonna think I'm asking for money." I'm not. Yeah, but Don Lemon be asking for gifts. And you think Don Lemon needs y'all money? No. Don Lemon got plenty of coins, honey. But he's making money on YouTube now. Ooh. And you know, I tell people all the time what happened to Don Lemon. People's making fun of him. Rick Ross, fat ass, was talking about him. Don Lemon, if you want to learn, I got to get a job for you making some lemon pepper wings. Girl, sit down with your fat ass. And you know, no, it's nothing wrong with asking. Yeah, you asked me about the Cash App. You asked me, you told me you don't know how to work it. But when you said you gave me your age, I told you, Cynthia, I told you don't send me nothing, because I don't want your kids thinking. Um, I remember when a long time ago, before y'all started following me, I had this lady named, I don't remember her name. She was a Spanish lady. She's real nice, older woman. And when I asked her how old she was, I thought she told me she was 80 something. I said, ma'am, you don't have to send me no cash up. And she said, no. And then she had her niece and nephew contact me. Grandma wants to send me. I said, I really don't want your grandma to send me things. She can send me a card. I don't want any money from her. And they insist on her. She wanted to send it, so you know. But like I got somebody right now in the hospital. Come on, sending me some money. I say, if you send me some money, I'm gonna send it back. You in the hospital? What you sending me money for? I just want to support. You want to support me? Hit the like button. But that's why I created my P.O. box so people can send me a card. I mean, a card is just so nice to get a card in the mail. You know, some candles. I love candles. Don't send me no damn dollar store candles. No, but I love candles. I love candles. I love don't send no food. I ain't gonna eat it. You know, gift cards are good. Restaurant gift cards, you know. We only have one dealer's here. So if y'all have a dealer's where you live, send a dealer's card. Okay. No, I know. I'm just I know, but I just want to be clear. How you doing? My mom spoke well today. Let me show y'all Miss Connie. My mom's friend who passed away. I'm going to put this up here and then I'm going to turn this around. Here she go right here. That's Miss Connie. That's a funeral. That's my mom's friend who passed away. She was really a sweet lady. My mom spoke well. My sister spoke well. My mom spoke really well. My mom let them have it, bitch. She went way back. She got to talk about the neighborhood, how she met them. She was married. Miss Connie was married to another man before the man she's married to now. And this is eons ago, way when we was kids. And I haven't seen her children since we were kids. And they came up to me, hey, hugging me. And I'm like, hey, Steve. You know, Steve and Lee and Bill and her other middle son, he passed away. But my mom, she got to talk about so somebody in their family used to have a chicken place or something. And my mom was talking about my grandfather, Mr. Fletcher. He was the best child. He would let my mama go nowhere in this little town. And she was talking about Miss Connie's people, I guess her father, whatever, they had a chicken place. And my mom said whenever he would come home, he would bring chicken home. And she'd always, since she couldn't go anywhere, she would beeline her way over to her grandfather's house and eat chicken. And, you know, she had the church to laugh. And baby, it was so funny. My mama could really talk like me. And she really spoke really well. It was really, really touching. And she talked about, you know, the good old days, about how Now, her first husband, he was a roller. He had it going on. He ran the streets, ran women. I don't think he ran women, but he ran the streets. He drank, and my mama told a story about how the Lord touched him and changed his life. And she said, "It's a lot of people that go to church, and they go to church, but they don't do what they supposed to do." You know, Mama, she said whatever she want to say. She said, "Well, like me, I don't go no more, but I still love the Lord." And she said, "Mr. Lee," she said, "I know there is a God." She said, because Reverend Lee, I mean, Bill Lee at the time was running the streets, drinking, cutting up, and he came to the church one day and told everybody the Lord want me to preach. And baby, she said, Miss Connie ran out the church. True story. She said she ran out the church, honey. She said, I don't want to be married to no preacher. And girl, get off my damn she said, Miss Connie said, I don't want to, my mama said, Miss Connie said, I don't want to be married to no preacher. She ran out the church. She told the story all the time. Everybody was laughing. And she said that Reverend Lee, she loved his church. She said he moved from the good side of town to Goodlow area. That was the area we was raised in. It was called Goodlow or the Flats. It was in the rough side of town. And he left the good side of town and moved back to the Goodlow area close to our church, which was King Solomon, the church I was in today. But that's not the church. That's the new church. It was the old church. She said he took his hard-earned money, bought new seats for the church, fixed up the church. He put more into his church than he did. He put more into the church than he did. His house. And unfortunately, I think he died. I don't know if he died from cancer or what, because I had moved away. I had moved on and moved away, so I don't know how. I got to ask my mama how he died. But she spoke really well, and my sister spoke well. My sister, she knows a lot of history too about my hometown. She talked about the family, the Lee family, and stuff like that. She talked about Miss Connie and stuff. Yeah, Miss Connie and I was really close. She was cool. She went to the same church I went to. Um, and she always asks, "How's your mama doing? I need your mama's number." I give it to her, and when people get older, they forget, and they lose numbers, and they talk from time to time, and sometimes they would meet up. But yeah, they knew each other a long time. And then I was amazed to find out that her sons lived in Austin. I say, and see, they don't know that they know that my father, it wasn't James. They know James, my father who raised me, was not my biological father. And I told him, I said, well, my biological family is in Austin. On my dad's, I said, really? I said, yeah, they the Johnsons. They said, oh, I said, yeah. Now on my mom's side are the Fletchers that are in Austin. He was like, oh my God. I said, yeah. And I said, I'll be on the radio in Austin. What? So yeah, I caught up with them and spoke with them. They got kids and grandkids. I was like, wow, I have seen y'all since y'all was little kids. I mean, since we all were little kids. But it was but let me tell y'all the tea. Let me drink this tea right quick. Now, from what I was told, that she had cancer in her foot. I didn't know you can get cancer in your foot. And it took her like really fast. Because I never known her to have cancer. But she was very quiet, and she was very she stayed to herself, so I didn't know any. And plus, I had moved away, so I didn't really know what was going on in this town. So let me tell y'all what I got. I got to start working on this shit now. Which my mom already knows. You know, my son in Atlanta preaches, and my son in Shreveport has his own funeral home. Of course, he always say, "I got you, Dad. If I don't go on that. I got to make sure my shit is right, put in writing. I could die before my mama. People always think you gonna die, your parents gonna die before you, but I keep saying I gotta get my shit together. I gotta get my shit together. Yes, he's not my real son. He's like my doc. These are young men that I met coming up in the club business. And like when they were sneaking in the club at 16 and 17, lying about their age and some, not all of them, but some. Because remember when I was in my 50s, 40s, in the club. Some of them was 18 and 19, coming in the club and stuff. So some of them I adopt now. So my son in Atlanta, Malik, he actually is a preacher, and he is him, a guy named it's another guy in Fort Worth, and a guy here in my hometown. Those are the three people that I want to preach at my funeral. If anything ever happened to me, we've already discussed it and whatever. And then as far as for as my funeral arrangements and stuff, I really would like to have a New Orleans style funeral, but I know that costs money, and you have to have all that stuff taken care of, and that would be weird for this little country town. But unless you have it in writing and it's paid for before it happens, it won't happen. Now, if my son, like if something happens to me, my son finds out, which he would come down here and make sure that everything is good. Now that's what he tells me, but you don't know. When you're dead, you're dead. You don't know. But anyway, so what I was saying was today they didn't have no organ. They didn't have it at our church. They had it at a funeral home. It was a white funeral home. And that funeral home been around ever since I was a little boy. And I was mad because I'm like, okay, this funeral home, y'all got a funeral home. These are black folks. We not Church of Christ. We Baptists. So y'all don't have a piano y'all can bring out here? Let the girls play the piano? You ain't got to have the drums and the whole orchestra, but no piano? Bitch, when I die, first of all, don't play. Don't play at my funeral. Bitch, let me show y'all something. This is how I wanted to go down in my funeral. It probably won't go down quite like this because they don't have church like this in my hometown. But let me show y'all something. Oh, see, the alarm is still going off. The weather thing is still going off. It's still going off. Yeah, it's still going off. I hope it ain't no tornado. Let me show y'all something, baby. I want y'all to have church. Okay, don't play. Don't play. See, and I get mad at my friend Johnny because I'm like, okay, girl, you going to play for this church for this funeral, but you getting your check for playing for this church. Why come y'all don't have drums? You got drums at the church. Why y'all not? Hold on. Let me turn this down because I don't want them to mess with my channel. But I mean, some people just want a simple funeral. No, bitch, I want y'all to cut up at my funeral. But you got to have all that stuff in writing. You got to have it wrote up and put down, and because if you don't, people gonna do what they want to do, and they're gonna go the cheapest way. Hold on, let me show y'all. Shouting at my funeral because I was raised in a Baptist church, but we're like sanctified. So yeah, we more sanctified. We're Baptist, but yeah, we're really really sanctified. Yeah, the man that won't let you sing is going to sing at your funeral. He probably will. We he him and I we gonna always be friends. He's just a very stubborn. He's older than me. He's very stubborn. He likes to run things. I've been the musician. I was the only drummer at the church when I was coming up in high school. I was the only drummer there. Well, mid junior high school. Like I started playing the drums like in ninth grade, and so I was the first drummer at our church. And then, of course, I moved away, and they had other drummers. But I was the first. That drum set that's in our church now was bought for PT. Those drums were bought for me. The only thing that's not original is the snare part, but the two drums at the top, the bass, and the thing at the bottom, those are the original the pearl drums that my pastor C.C. Hines took me and Johnny and this girl named Deborah. We went to Fort Worth to get a new organ, some drums, as I think some tamarines and stuff. When we was the first Black Baptist church in our hometown to have tamarines and drums and all of that because my pastor was Baptist slash holiness. His parents were holiness. One of his parents was Baptist, one was holiness. So you get it. So he had a mixture of that going on in his life. So, and he also believed in putting money back into the musicians and stuff. Like he really, really like a good. We had the best choir, the best church coming up in high school. We had the best everything, but it's not the same anyway. But this is how I wanted to go down with PT. Hold on a minute. There's some personal things I need to hide that I don't want y'all to see. Amen. Hold on. This is how I needed to go down on my funeral right here, baby. This is the only way it's got to go down. Yes, 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 yes. Yep. I need the drums. I need the tamarines. I need the whole shebang, baby. I need it going on. But people praise differently, and stuff like that. But a lot of stuff you got to put in writing. And I want to be cremated. I do want to have the funeral service. Depends on what happened, because I mean I could get killed in a car wreck and burn up. But I would like a funeral service with a casket, show the body, then close the casket, cremate me, and keep it moving. That's it. But yeah, they didn't have no music, and man, he got up and sung. But it's not the same without some type of music, a musician. But see, now everybody want to get paid, which is okay. But Johnny would have did it for free. He probably wouldn't have tripped about it. You know. Yeah. Are they in the club? I think there's some twerking. Are they in the club? No, that's the church. They shouting in the church. They shouting, they dancing, and shouting. And see, like I said, I was raised in the Baptist church, but I also played the piano and the organ in the Holiness church too. So I'm in between. I got both of them up in me, Baptist and Holiness. They call our church Jim Jones. They called my pastor Jim Jones back in the 80s. Because we were different. I mean, we like I said, we was the first Baptist church that had the tamarines and drums and all of that. We didn't go too far speaking in tongues and all of that. We didn't do all that, prophesying and all of that. We didn't do any of that. But we cut up. We had church. Even the holiness churches people, they started coming to our church. Now his sister was a evangelist, Kojic. I don't know if she was Kojic, but Church of God in Christ, but I know she was sanctified. She would come to our hometown, and baby, she would come through there and pray and lay hands on folks. Okay, yes, but yeah, but anyway, yeah, I just think that I just think that I just think that um, funerals, and everybody's funerals is different, but I just think that look at this man at this funeral. Look, now I don't want this going on at my funeral. Look, y'all, but everybody do their own thing. Look at this man at this funeral. Look. But everybody different. Uh, he had a funeral, bitch. Okay, singing. I can't even imagine what he's singing. But how do y'all feel? How do y'all want y'all funeral? Y'all want it simple? Y'all want the folks shouting? I mean, it depends on what church was brought up in. You could be Catholic and just Hail Mary, full of grace, and be done with it, or Methodist. I mean, some Methodists cut up too. Some Methodist churches cut up. African Methodist, IME, Independent Methodist, Christian CME, Christian Methodist Episcopal, and then you have the African Methodist Episcopal. So they have different churches and different organizations. The man is still dancing, and the girl is out there with a jam box. Girl, what in the world? Yeah, they twerking now. Now they twerking now in the church. You say cut up Catholic here, and y'all look at this. Look at this mess, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta show y'all this. Look at this. Look, look, look. Let me go back. Oh no, that's okay. This look at this lady shouting. Look at this lady shouting. Look how he looking at her. It's so messy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. But you know, some. Hey, Angela, how you doing, baby? But you know, some Catholic church. I heard some Catholic churches cut up. Well, that's between you and your God. I don't stop going to church because of what other people do, because you're not there to praise. Uh, oh, I thought I sent it to you. Okay, let me. Okay, all right. I promise you, I will do it tonight. Send me an email and say, PT, send me the PO box. Hi, Lisa. I don't let people tell me how to have a relationship with God. I don't. You know, because the church people are just like everybody else. You know, they they are human, just like all of us. You know, and you just don't let people. You just don't let people. You know, why mine's like yours. It's a homegoing. Yeah, you just don't let people deter you from what your faith is and how you believe, and because people in the church are, some of them are the worst. But I just don't think that every church that's on this planet is bad. I mean, I believe there's some really good churches out there. I really do. But you have to also remember you're going into these are human beings. These are sinners. We all are sinners. We're all going to be sinners. I don't care how deep they say they are. You are a sinner. That's why I don't like when what is going on right here with this man. Just like I don't like when a person gets up and say, "Oh, I used to be this and I used to do that and I'm this." You don't. Oh, you had homegoing? Yeah, yeah. There are very great churches. Yes, yeah, they are. Yeah. I want to wear a particular wig and a particular makeup color and outfit, and I want to be a joyous celebration. Yeah, I am beginning to write. Yeah, and you got to do it, Beverly. You do. You have to write it down because if you don't, we all are sinners. Yes, we all are sinners saved by grace. You have to write it down and put it in there because if you don't, when you're dead, they're gonna do what they want to do. You know. But yeah, so yeah. It's gonna be arguments. Mama would have wanted like this. Daddy would want like this. If you had it all wrote out, Aretha Franklin, oop, Prince, oop, James Brown, oop, then it wouldn't be no issue. It don't make no damn sense. Aretha Franklin died and she didn't have a damn will. Really? Behind the funeral? Yeah, it happens. I'm not finna do this. Hold on, I'm gonna see what this man said at this funeral. Hold on. Cousin, a good young guy, has a great guy as me. I'm a good guy. So I miss him so much. So I'm glad my cousin Robert will be still dead forever. Like, but I'm really proud that my cousin AJ, my other cousins are still alive, except the other family died in a funeral for the last couple years or couple weeks while in college. But you know, Robert was a thief, so I hope that he knows his girlfriend here. That was it. Thank you. My last name is Wells, Carl Wells. I know you all. He said that his cousin was a thief at the funeral. That boy just died. You know, I think some people just do stuff just for TikTok. Listen to what he said about his cousin at the funeral. Look. My family, and I know some of you are friends of my cousin Robert or anybody else that are friends like Anthony. And I want to say, my cousin Robert, he's a good cousin, a good young guy, has a great guy as me. I'm a good guy. So I miss him so much. So I'm glad my cousin Robert will be still dead forever. Like, but I'm really proud that
my cousin AJ, my other cousins are still alive, except the other family died in the barrels for the last couple of years or couple weeks prior to college. But you know, Robert was a thief, so I hope that he knows his girlfriend here. That was it. Thank you.
Girl, what in the world? People say anything at the funeral, child. His brother, he said Robert was a thief. You know what's crazy to me is I say, well, I don't, and this is a joke, y'all. I said, I don't believe there's a hell. And they said, why? Because everybody go to heaven. And, you know, when you go to the funeral, tell me what funeral you went to. The preacher said they died and went to hell. Not one funeral. Oh, I did go to one time, baby. Ooh, they wanted to fight that preacher, baby. They was waiting on that motherfucker to come outside. They was gonna give him the blues, honey. Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is so funny. Watch this.
Give it on to the pulpit and everyone that's in it. Good afternoon, everybody in the house of God. Thank the Lord, my God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to encourage the family, because that's what we're here for, to encourage the family. Yes. Don't nobody need anything negative. They need to be lifted up. And I'm just going to sing this song. They don't want me to.
Baby. Ooh, she said, I'm going to sing this song. They said, no. She said, they don't want me to. Oh, my God. But yeah, it'd be some funny stuff happening in church. But, you know, I don't go to church every Sunday, you know. And, you know, like I said, it's going to be issues in the church here. We at the funeral home, and he said our mother want a red casket. And I said, she wanted a white and turn and go. And keep in mind, she was pastor. I told him not today. Yeah, and see, that's one reason why, Angela, everything has to be put in writing. Everything, you know, hold on one second. Yeah, everything has to be put in writing, because if you don't put it in writing, then, you know, yeah, write it down, because people are going to do what they want to do, and if family members going to fall out. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what's going to happen. But anyway, y'all, I went to Texas Roadhouse today, and I had, it was good. I had started out with some peanuts, okay? I had a salad. I didn't get a Caesar salad this time. I just got a regular salad with blue cheese, I believe. And then I got chicken chicken fried steak sandwich. It's not the sandwich, just a chicken fried steak. I hadn't had chicken fried steak in a while. It was really good. I like Texas Roadhouse. And then I had, it costs $150. Oh, $150. Okay, yeah. See, that's not bad. Yeah. And so then I had chili, and I had chili. They had chili. I like Texas Roadhouse chili. It has the onions and the cheese, and you could get it without the beans. And then I had, what else I had? I had the Texas. Did I have another? I had the salad. Oh yeah, that's what I had. So I had the salad, the chili, and the chicken fried steak. And I had a drink. I bought me a cocktail. It was $5. I got a whiskey sour or something like that. That was it. But it was good. It was good, and it was so packed. And yes, in this little bitty white country town, the manager is black. The manager is black at the what's this town? What's the name of that place that everybody says racist? Cracker Barrel. We have a black manager here in this little white country town. He's a black man. He's the manager for Cracker Barrel. Do they still throw peanuts? Yeah. No, they don't throw them on the floor. They got them in these now, and that's why my waiter gave me some before I left. They put them in this now. Yeah. Yeah. And I got me 2 bags. And our waiter was a black guy. He always waits on us. He was really nice. And the manager, he's a black guy. The manager just a regular waiter when we first started going there, and then I looked up and found out he was a manager. It could be because moderators, start blocking people, please. I just don't have the energy to lift my finger over there and do it. Um, yeah. So, um, what was I going to say? It was something I was going to say something about something. I forgot what it was. Um, but yeah, the manager. He's a black guy. Oh, it could be because now there's another guy. Okay, those people who can't, when y'all remove them, let me know if you can't block them forever. Because if you can't block them forever, I need to make you another moderator so you can block them and not just remove their comment. But anyway, it could be because he could be the manager because uh, we had a friend that worked there. He was a black guy. He had been there for 20 something years. He sued them for discrimination. Yep. So I guess we're gonna put a Negro up here so it don't make it look like we racist. I don't know. I don't know. And he got a lawsuit, and I think he won, but he went to another restaurant. Do not like Cracker Barrel. They are racist. Now, okay. Now you just heard me say that the black manager here in this little white country town is a black manager. So maybe it depends on which Cracker Barrel you go to. When I go to Cracker Barrel, we have a good time. We only got one, so it could be what town you go into, where you at. It could what county. It could have a lot to do with that. You just need to remove and hide. Okay, okay, Angela, I'm gonna have to make you a big moderator so you can delete remove them from my page. Yeah, I mean, you have like there's certain parts of Texas that you'll probably go into. Oh, you had a good experience. There's certain parts of Texas you may go to that's more racist than the other. But here in my hometown, there's racism here, but I don't, I don't, I don't I don't. It's not like to me living here. It ain't like Mississippi or Alabama. Just me. Everybody pretty much get along here. But racism is here now. Don't get me twisted now. But that's everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah, but we everybody pretty much get along here. I'm in Texas. Yes, I'm in Texas. I'm in a little small town in Texas. Yeah, we had they listen. We had a listen. This town ain't that racist. Let me tell you why. We had our first black mayor 4 years ago. He was good friends with my dad. Now, of course, he was a Republican. He was a Republican, but he's not the mayor anymore. But he was our first black mayor, and the only reason why he won that was because he went to Abilene Christian University. He was friends with all the white folks. He went to school. I know about Chicago. I love Chicago. Uh, he went to school with all the white folks, and he graduated from one of the most prestigious colleges in Texas. And so he was in with everybody, and that's how he won. There's no way he could have been a Democrat and won. Not in this town. This is a Republican state. But he was, Anthony was a cool guy. He was down to earth. I've taken pictures with him. They're on my and videos with him, and it's all over my YouTube channel. You just have to go back and look. But I say, hey y'all, this is Anthony. He was our first black mayor here in Abilene, and 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 he got along with everybody because he stayed in his lane. But there's not going to ever be a black Democratic mayor here ever. Not during my lifetime. If it is, I'd be shocked. You know, if it does, I would be shocked. But this is a Republican state. hmm You know, I grew up here. I was never called the N word in school. I was never I never felt I wasn't accepted in school or anything like that. I never went through any of that. This town was basically founded up on the Church of Christ here, and a lot of this church. At one while, they say the Church of Christ ran this town, the city council and everything, but it's changed a lot. Um, like I say, um, I never feel unsafe here. Like if I'm walking downtown, I don't feel unsafe. We had a gay bar downtown in the 80s, a gay bar downtown in the 80s. Listen, that was so long ago. Y'all remember Trailways bus station? That's how long ago that was. So, and the church here, they never tried to uh, oh really? Yeah. Yeah, but we never they never tried to close down the gay bar here. They've had two prides here. This year will be the third pride. It may be the fourth pride. So they have prides and everything, yeah. But you have protesters. You're gonna have protesters. Protest. But see, this will make me mad about people who protest gay pride. So y'all think we the only sinners that go to parades? So y'all don't think they got sinners in the Veterans Day parade? So y'all gonna come and protest this one gay bar? So what about the country western club around there? They not just selling. They not around there selling Bibles and having books, Bible bookstore study. They around there drinking and smoking and cutting up and fornicating. See, when you start singling out people like that, that's the shit that pissed us off. Because you singling us out like it ain't no other horse in sinning clubs in this town. I used to tell this man all the time when in Dallas, he'd come by the little gay bar with that bullhorn. I said, bro, let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. Why don't you go around the corner to the strip club? Go around to the baller club and tell them they going to hell, because you ain't gonna make it out of there. Ooh, it's thundering. Shh, it's thundering. Mm-mm. Don't come over here. Don't come over here and send us to hell. And you go right around the corner to the strip club and tell them they going. It's raining again. I thought it was. They ain't gonna do that. And that's the reason why a lot of people get upset in the gay club, because y'all singling us out as if we the only sinners on this earth. But see, they not gonna mess with them ballers, because them ballers will give them the blues. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go around there telling them pimps and them dope dealers that they going to hell. See what happen. You see what, my nigga? Yeah. Yep. They're not gonna do it. Because they know that is rain. It is really cutting up outside. It is really cutting up outside. Yeah, but anyway, other than that, y'all. Yeah, but anyway, the funeral was, and other than that, the funeral was nice. Even they didn't have no music or anything, but the funeral was nice. My mom don't have too many more friends around. Most all her friends are gone. Yep, her only sister died years ago. And unfortunately, my mama didn't go to the funeral because, you know, my mom and my niece, which is my first cousin, the one who has the two gay sons, uh, my mom used to let her stay at her house when my mom used to do home health care, right? And my mama had a house, and my mom was never there, so she let my niece move in. And my niece, she told my mom, I'm gonna get your house fixed up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And my mom was like, okay, yeah, they can move in as long as y'all get the house fixed up. Well, they never got my mama's house fixed up. They pretty much, actually, I think they messed up one of my mom's doors or whatever, her front door. They stole her front door and replaced it with another one. Um, so hold on one second, child. Oop. Um, and so when she moved into my mama's house, she stayed there for a long time, but they got into it about something and they fell out. She moved down the street. She moved down the street with Mr. Popcorn. My niece is, she's never had her own. She's had, y'all hear that? Do y'all hear the thunder? Baby, this weather is cutting up. So, uh, so she got mad at my mom and she moved down the street. And she just, she just, she was silly like her mom, you know. We judge people by the wrong thing. I'm not gay, but I don't judge people by their sex preference, but the contents of their character. Yeah, you're right. That's what Martin Luther King said. So so anyway, she moved away. Then she finally ended up moving. She moved away, and my mom's sister had got sick or whatever the case may be. And she never told my mom where she was at. She wanted to see her sister. She wouldn't tell her where she was at. She was being secretive. She was it was bad, and that was not fair to my mom. That's her only sister. My mom let you live in her motherfucking house. Ooh, it's really raining, y'all. Ooh. Let me look out the window. My mom let you move in her house. You know, she's always been nice to you. She's been a great aunt to you. And hold on, let me see what's going on out here. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Oop, y'all see the lightning? You know, she okay. So, you know, she's always been a great aunt. My mom was a great person. She's always helped people and tried, you know, I guess that's where I get it from. She just has a sweetheart. So when my aunt got worse, you know, she just wouldn't talk to my mama. She wouldn't tell her nothing. My mom was mad because it's like, no, it wasn't. No, and they don't. So let me give y'all the tea. So, bitch, it is really raining out there. I need to be asleep because it's so relaxing. So, all right. So moving forward, um, my aunt passed away. Here come my niece. Oh no, let me go back. So let me tell you how, baby, it's a small world. Some kind of way, we found out that my aunt was in Conroe just by talking or something. People just something happened, and you know I got family in Conroe. You know, my friend who took me to my first gay bar in Houston, and it was who was like my best of friends of all friends that passed away. I always talk about him, Lee. And some kind of way, I was talking to them, and we found out she was down there in the nursing home, but she still wouldn't give my mama her sister's information. And do that make sense? So when she died, she come calling my mama. They call my mama Pee Wee. Ain't Pee Wee, mama died and I love you. And that. Baby, mama said, click, hung up in her face. Yep, because you had every opportunity in the world to give your mama, my mama, her only motherfucking sister, her information so she can go see her goddamn sister. And I'm with my mama. Now, my other brothers and sisters speak to her. I don't speak to her, baby. Let me tell you about PT. Bitch, I'm 190% on board with my mama when it comes to my mama. I don't fake and shake. If you don't speak, if my mama don't speak to you, I don't speak to you. Yep. I mean, I know that may sound mean to some of y'all, but that was her only sister, and you wouldn't let her, you wouldn't tell her where she was at, and you waited till she died, and you thought she was gonna come to the funeral. But my mama could be, she got a sweetheart, but she could be very cold. She could be very cold natured, just like me. I'm very cold hearted, just like me, and I hate to be like that. But that was her only sister. And I was talking to my mom the other day, and my mom has always helped my aunt, her sister, my sister. My mom is. Let me tell you something about my mama. She's always motherfucking worked. She never got on housing. Since I've been back, I've been trying to get her some help. Hey there, I've been trying to get her some help. I got her some, thank God, I got the letter in her mail yesterday for her to get her some light assistance. I want to try to get her on Section 8, but she's like, I don't need that. I work. And I said, I mean, I don't work, but I get my check. And I said, no, mama, you at an age now, if you could save money, you need to save. If I can't get her on Section 8, I'm going to try to get her somewhere where she could save money and she don't have to spend all her money on rent. You said you better be with her with your money. you know. But she's always been independent. Like when I signed her up for the lights the other day, I had the lady on the phone. She's like, yeah, she get to running her mouth, telling all her business. Yeah, when I had my grandkids, I signed up for housing and I never had got it. If I hadn't been working, I've been out on the streets with my children. I don't need all that stuff. I works. That's very much how my mama is. But I said, Mama, well, actually, I signed my mama up like 4 years ago. She hadn't gotten it. She may not ever get it with Trump in office. So, but if not, there are some apartments here in my hometown where she won't have to pay as much rent. No, it's not. It depends on where you rent from. You could probably get a two bedroom. You could probably get a 2 bedroom house here with a yard and everything for less than $1,000. But you just have to look. You know, the rent is still cheap here. Yeah, the rent is still cheap here. Yeah, it's still cheaper. I mean, it's expensive, but it's also cheap here too. This depends. I know somebody has a house here. It's a 2 bedroom house, and I think it's like 700 a month with a backyard and everything. And it's not. It may not be in the best part of town, but it's. I had a 1 bedroom 4 years ago when I lived here. My rent was 700 a month. 700, and it had a fireplace. I already know about Chicago, baby. You ain't telling me that. Y'all remember when I lived in that apartment before I moved back to Houston? A fireplace, wash and dry connection, large wash and dry connection. It was kind of like hood, but and actually they've been sold. They've been sold, and they went up on the rent. But yeah, I think that rent is a lot cheaper here than it is in the larger places. You probably get a 2 bedroom here for about you know and maybe a three for about maybe 12 a month, maybe, with a backyard and everything. I already know about Chicago. You ain't telling me nothing, baby. Yeah. But see, my mom, she's very independent. Even though she doesn't work anymore, I got her signed up for her, trying to get her housing. She probably won't even take it when it comes. Dr. Soapy, I need you to bring your pull your camera all the way to the far right because I don't know where you. Because I mean, I appreciate the comment, but you way off. We talking about something totally different now, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, bring your thing all the way over to the right. Catch up with the stories. But yeah, she'll probably if she ever do come up on the list, she probably won't take it because she don't like nobody in her business. She don't want. My mama's very independent. Yeah, but if it's left up to me, even if she don't get housing, I'm gonna make sure she gets some cheap rent. Where she don't have to pay so much in rent. Yeah, yeah. She was like, "Oh, son, you got me signed up with the lights." I said, "Yes, mama." You know, they matter of fact, they sent the paperwork. So I gotta go take it to them before next Friday. and fill it out, take it up there, and they'll probably pay her light bill for like the whole summer, and she'll need that. It'll help her. But what I need to do is get my numbers up on YouTube, doing 12 and 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20,000 views a day, and I could take care of my mama on my own, and I ain't got to depend on nobody to do it. But I haven't gotten there yet. And one of the reasons why, um, and I tell people this all the time, that one of the reasons why I created a YouTube channel, even even when I worked in Dallas and stuff, was because, you know, I've always dreamed of having a big YouTube channel, getting 30 and 40. At one while I was getting 40, 50, 60,000 views, I was crying and everything. Like, bitch, my views is up, my money's good. But you just have those moments with YouTubes. Some days they're good, some days they bad. Then I gotta focus. I'm not focused. I gotta come on here and just do what I do, and stay focused, and whatever. And then my numbers they'll come back up. But I could take care of my mama on my own without winning the lottery, without asking somebody to help her and all that, just through YouTube. If I can get my numbers up. But it would have helped if somebody would help me get on radio. But don't look like that's gonna happen. But that reminds me, I am gonna start my own radio show back, y'all. But I was waiting to get a board. And let me show y'all what a board is. Because the reason why I need to get a board is because it'll seem like a real radio station when I get a board. Let me show y'all. A board for a radio station to broadcast live. Okay. So hold on one second. And yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. What do you need to go live on a radio station, internet radio show? Let's see here. Okay, so what type of mixer board do you need to go live on a internet radio show? Okay, so this is what I need right here. And they're not expensive, but I'm gonna buy one this week. So I got to get a board. These are boards, and with these boards right here, see, you're able to go live, take phone calls and stuff like that. So yeah, and they're not that expensive. Sometimes, well, that's too expensive, but you can do a lot with a $99 one. They have different prices you can get, but yeah, I'm gonna get me a board because okay, so I had the vision, like I was telling somebody, okay, so nobody wants to put me on radio. That's fine. Nobody wants to put me on. That's fine. You don't have to. I got this. I got this. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna get my board next week. Then I'm going to kick up my radio station. And I already got my playlist and everything. I got my music and everything. But I'm going to um I'm gonna have shows on there. I really want somebody to come on board with me with this. But if not, I'm gonna have to do it by myself. Because there was a guy, I forgot what channel he was on. He was on some TV show or something. This dude was young, and he did what I did. He started an internet radio show. Now he has a multi-million-dollar company just doing the internet because his shows were so good. People was listening in, and his shows were so good. He just grew. He grew. He got sponsors. He grew. Next thing you know, he had $1,000, $10,000, 20, 30, 50, 60. So he grew, and he started his own. So what he was doing, when he was taking his station and his broadcast and stuff, and he was just putting it out there. And all of a sudden, people started listening, and then next thing you know, he had his own radio company. Yep, I saw it on something. I forgot what it was on, but I'm going to be pushing my radio broadcast to different podcast streams. I'm going to even push it to satellite radio and stuff like that. I really wish I could find me a male and a female to be a part of my show, but it's so hard. Like, I don't know what it is about when I ask people to be a part of my show. They just don't, nobody wants to do it. I'm like, nobody wants to come on my live. Nobody wants to talk. I'm like, so I'm going to have to do it on my own. But I know I will get some people who want to have, like if I can just get a guy to do, and everything can be pre-recorded. Everything can be pre-recorded. They don't have to actually be live on air. But I don't want to do a morning show. I want to do an afternoon show around about 3 o'clock. It could be pre-recorded or it could be live. I want to be able to take phone calls. Um, I want to. I'm gonna get some banners made up, flyers, and I'm gonna push the radio show to iHeartRadio and stuff like that, and Odyssey podcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my next move. That's my next move. And it's only $50 a month. It's only like $59 a month to start your internet radio show. That's all. That's it. So that's my next move. That's my next move. Yeah. That's my next move. Yeah, I really would like a guy to do sports and just boy talk. Men, what men say, and a woman to do the women. What men, and then we all come together and do, gossip or celebrity stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be hitting up the people on TikTok. They say, yeah, I'm down with it. I'm down, but they don't ever hit me up. So, but I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. Man, I just got to do it. Anyway, are y'all gonna tune into my radio show when I start it? I'm gonna start it next Friday. I'm gonna launch it next Friday. Mm-hmm. And you can tune in from anywhere you at. You can listen in your car because the way they have it set up is like if you're in your car, you download the app. You can Bluetooth the radio show from your phone to your Bluetooth, and you can listen to it. Mm-hmm. So you can listen to me while you're in the car on the road and all of that. So yeah, and all my music is going to be like throwback music. Of course, I'll have a mixture of gospel. It won't be a lot of gospel, but on Sundays it'll be a gospel. It'll be Sundays. It'll be gospel from like 5 in the morning to like 12 noon. Then we'll go back to R&B. We'll have some talking. Hopefully I get some people that want to come on there and push their products. Like I know Angela, I think it's Angela, she sells soaps and stuff. So we'll do a commercial for her. And then if y'all have a business or you have anything coming up and you are a member of my YouTube channel or you follow me and I know you're a regular, I will promote your stuff for you and for free, absolutely free, so, but that's what I want to do next. I want to get this radio thing off the ground starting next Friday. And I'm just trying to come up with a name. I don't know what name I want to use. PT Hot 100. That's what I really like. Y'all like that? But see, I want to use a KPTT. I like KPTT radio. I like that. I like KPTT radio. Y'all like that? KPTT radio. I like that. Yeah. I like PT Hot 100 too as well. Mm-hmm. If I had all guys or all girls or me and two other people, I want to call it the Menage a Trois podcast. But I can't call it that if I don't have 3 people. So I might just go with KPTT Radio Hot 100 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm excited about getting it going. Like I said, they have 2 or 3 different ways of listening. They have Alexa too. You can do Alexa with it. I don't understand how Alexa works. I think you can say, Alexa, play this, and I don't know. And then you can download the mobile app, and yeah, you can listen to it live. Yeah. So we'll see. So what name do y'all like? Y'all like KPTT Radio? What do y'all like? You said, well, oh, let me go back. Hold on, let me go back. Let me see. Okay, you got this. Okay. I'm coming to your show soon to tell everybody my shit. Yeah. So wait until I start the radio show and I'll be able to go live and you'll be able to come you can call in and talk about it. Yeah. And see, when you come on the show and you go live, it'll repeat itself until I take it off the repeat. Yeah. Human Nature said I will. Okay. Human Nature, male or you're female? I got over 2,000 followers on Facebook. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You said God gave you everything you need. Yep. Yep. You asked on okay, hey Jay Z, when will you gonna drop your new song? I don't know yet. Okay, okay, cool. Are you straight or gay? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, I really shouldn't discriminate, but I'm looking for a straight man. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm looking for a straight guy to do the male part, to do the male point of view. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to be straight. Ooh, that thunder is making me sleepy. Okay, I guess he said, "And none of your business, PT, what I am." Well, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But just email me at PTsPointofVIEW at gmail.com because I want to. We're gonna do. Um, what city and state are you in? Because it doesn't matter where you live because you can always do radio from wherever you are. Yeah. I like PT Hot 100 or KP. I like KPTT radio. Y'all like that? I love that. Just say this is you listen to KPTT radio Hot 100. I like that. And there's a lady who follows me on TikTok and she followed me on YouTube too. She's gonna make uh, my sound effects and all that. You're listening to KPTT radio Hot 100. Yeah, and all of that. She's really good at all that. Yeah. Oh, she's good. Y'all know my song. What's PT's point of view? She did that for me. She did all that for me through the AI stuff. So she's real good, and she don't even charge me. She just does it for me. Yeah, I mean, but everybody's scared to come on my channel. But see, here's another thing. I want people who have a podcast, if they got like a 15, 20, 30-minute podcast, they can advertise on my show. Or if you have an announcement or if you have a business, you can advertise on my show. For the first month, I'll let you do it absolutely free. If you follow me, if you follow me, you one of my regulars, yeah, absolutely free. But you can definitely blow up with your own internet radio show. You really can. It depends on how you work it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to um, reach out to businesses and say, hey, can you advertise? Can you turn on the internet? Can you turn on the radio and your business for me, and I'll advertise your business? Oh, really? Yeah. And I'm gonna come. I'm gonna put a sign and in the window and stuff like that. Yeah. So and then like I say, I'm gonna be pushing it to iHeartRadio, in satellite radio and stuff like that. Hmm. Yeah, I like KPTT Radio Hot 100. Matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out to her, Duchess, and tell her to make me a commercial. I need a commercial. You're listening to Hot 100 KPTT Radio. Um, Now as far as the phone number, I need to talk to the DJ in Houston and see do they get is there I gotta have a 1-800 number. I got to have me a 1-800 number so people can call into the show. But I gotta ask them how that works. Because I think with the app, it gives you a phone number where people can call me in. So I'm excited. I'm very excited about the show. The music is non-stop 24/7. PTU know a lot of people is gonna happen. Yeah. And yes, you said, did I ask Ludell? Ludell won't. She won't come and
be a part of the show. But if I ask her to come and do an interview, she probably will. Yeah, if I ask her. But she be so busy, Lunell be so busy. Gary, and I know some people. All I can do is reach out to them and ask them. And all the people who turn me down, I'm gonna remember they ask when I make it up to the top. Because the radio thing could be my thing. That could be what take me to the next level. Yeah, but I want an afternoon show. I want it to start at 3 to like 3 to 4. Where guests can call in and stuff like that. Now, if I don't get anybody to come along with me and do it with me, then I have to do it by myself until you know. So the person who said they wanted to do the show, they never responded back to me. Did you get offended because I asked you were you gay or straight? Because I didn't mean it like that. I just need to know. Well, so that's not important. But what city and state are you in? And do you have? I don't care about a resume, but I just need to know. I really want a man's point of view. I'm a man, but I want a straight guy's point of view. Yes, interviews with them, you gotta make it. You already made it. You just through the process. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but Jason Lee used to be with iHeartRadio, but he got so big doing his own podcast, he don't even need them no more. There's another guy. He has his own morning show, but he started out just like what I'm doing. He started out podcast with a few people. He got about 150 stations on the one. He works for iHeart now, and he's got like 150 stations on the one station. And he's from Texas. He's from West Texas, Amarillo to be exact. Yep. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up the name because I tried to get him to let me do gossip for him, but he already had somebody. And they call itself hip hop, and it's all Mexicans. There's no shade, but I'm just saying. I said, don't you need some chocolate on that morning show? He's like, we already got somebody. Can't nobody give the gossip like on the black. I'm sorry, no shade, but can't nobody tell the tea about us unless it's us. Just saying. Uh, Hip hop and R&B morning show in Vegas. I don't think he's in Vegas. I think he's in hello. Hip hop morning show in Austin, Texas. Okay. Yeah, he's in Austin. Yeah, here we go. His name is Tino Cochino. Yeah, that's his name. Here, let me show him to you. Here it is right here. Now they are hip hop, y'all. They are hip hop. Hip hop. Look, hip hop. Not one black person on that goddamn morning show. Hip hop. Okay, let me pull up his resume. How did I gotta turn on my air, bitch. How did Tino Cochino and radio get started in radio? Okay. Let me pull up his resume. Y'all still post up my cash app in case somebody want to bless me to get some Easter eggs. Oh yeah, there's a lot of hip hop. Now listen to this, y'all. He's from West Texas like me. Born and raised in Lubbock, Texas, Tino got into radio at the age of 13 as an intern. At 16, he was given his first full-time shift and worked his way to the top, number one night show in his hometown. A few years later, Tino decided to move out west to chase his major market dream. Look, Bakersfield, California, hip hop. Watch this. How many stations are on the Tino Cochino radio? Check this out. Look, just added 3 new affiliates. Uh, he's in Dallas. Look at all these stations here. They're all hip hop, y'all. What the fuck? Look, Yay Network syndicates. Yay Network is who Gary worked for. That's who Tino, because he's now with them. Man, he's big time. He got he got all these. I wanted to work for him so bad. I was like, man, you gotta let me do gossip for you. Oh, we got somebody, PT. Okay, check this out. Audio content creator, Yay Networks. That's who Gary. If y'all go to look at Gary with the T's live, and when he first come on, you'll see it. It'll say Yay Networks. That's Kid Craddock Morning Show as well. Announced that it has launched its national syndicated show for Kachino Radio to radio stations across the U.S. Kachino and co-host Millie Rodriguez will broadcast a rhythmic and CHR stations with combination of topical and relatable on-air content, engaging original video and social content, and popular podcasts. The show will debut in 20 stations, y'all, in 20 markets, bitch. Phoenix, Portland, San Antonio, Albuquerque, and I believe he got way more than that now. See? Oh, I need to reach out to them too. Look, Scott at Yay Networks. Oh, I need to reach out to Scott and tell him I want to get on radio. I'm gonna reach out to Scott. Yeah. Yay Networks is big. That's what Gary worked for. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. Yep, Yay Networks, they are huge. Yeah, but he got a lot of stations up under that one. So when he come on the air in the morning, it's like 20, 30, 40, 50 stations listening to him at one time. Can you imagine how much money they... Let me Google his... What is Tino Cochino's net worth? No, I want to know what it's not this part, but I want to know what he's worth. Yep, it's a lot of stations that say they hip hop, and they don't have nobody black working for them. Tino Cochino's net worth. Tino Cochino network. Trying to get his network. But that's him right here. This is him. That's him. That's the guy that had the morning show. Hip hop. Yeah, I know PT know it. I know him all, baby. I keeps up with him all, baby. Okay, I'm trying to get his net worth. He's not giving it to me. But he making money though. You believe that. He's making coins, honey. Yep. Yeah. So he making his coins. And they ain't got nobody black on that morning show. It's a lot of black stations it's a lot of hip hop stations. And it's okay. I'm not saying that it's not okay for that, but I just personally think that if you're gonna do hip hop, you gotta have at least, well, you don't have to, but I just feel like a black person can really give the tea, or whether it's a male or female, can really give that tea, you know, uh, when it comes to hip hop. You can't tell it like we can. You just can't. Yeah. That's why Gary's so successful at it, because he cuts up. He puts a lot into it. And it doesn't matter who you are. People ain't never satisfied. People read Gary just like they read me. Gary's at the top and they still read him. But guess what? He going to the bank. Okay. That bitch driving nice cars and don't give two screws about what they say about her. Gary say, Merry Christmas. And that's it. Keep moving. Crazy ass. That's my friend. But before my mama closed her eyes, I just want to be able to say, and that I can pay her bills for her. Oh yeah, we got a lot of people watching. Yeah, 59 people. And ain't nobody put up my. Let me do this because let me do this myself because I mean, I would like to, say, I pay my mama's rent. She don't have to worry about anything anymore. I would love that once in my lifetime. I really would, man. I really, really would. Yeah. But a lot of people don't know this, but YouTube, they're not as fair to black people as they are the other races. They not. People talk about it all the time. You be pushing out these videos. They just, unless you become overnight success, like I'm not gay no more. I've been delivered, or like certain people who just got a break and they got a viral video. They're just not fair to black content creators. They're just not. What was I getting ready to look for? I was going to look for something, and I forgot just that fast. Anyway, I'll think of it. Yeah, everything that's a different space. Yep. Because I'll be pushing it. Child, I remember when I first started using, I was pushing out videos every fucking day. And you go back and look at my videos, I'll be getting 80, 90,000 views. Go look at my videos. I get a lot of videos, a lot of views. But they say, people keep, they say that YouTube don't push out the black content creators' videos like they do the whites. But this is America. But yeah, I just gotta get this radio thing. Yep, they do. Yeah. And if they hire their own is the ones that's pushing out the videos that they want to go out. Yeah. And I know y'all hear me right now, YouTube, Miss Google girl. I know you hear me, girl. Yeah. So y'all like the name KPTT Radio Hot 100? Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to Duchess tonight or tomorrow and tell her, can you make me a commercial, please, for my new radio station? Yeah, PT, I got you. So anybody out there got a business and you wanna advertise on my radio show and you actually follow me, I got you. You don't even have to pay for nothing. As a matter of fact, you just send me the information. I'll advertise. I'll put you in rotation. I'll put you in rotation. I will put you. Oh, listen at it. I just can't believe it is raining like this. Oh my God. I don't know where this rain came from. It's going to be cold in the morning and soggy. I will put it out so you can make a video saying that I will share it. Okay, I got you. Mm. Well, y'all, we have been on here for an hour and 39 minutes. Oh my God. Let me get my ass off of here, y'all. I'm about to go to bed. It's such a peaceful night. Yes, I know this was about to take my ass to sleep. It's such a beautiful, peaceful night. I need to be at my mom's. I'm still a big baby. But she told me when I was sick, I said, Mama, I don't know. I don't know. I know I'm a grown man, but I'm coming over there so I can get better. She said, don't you bring your ass over here being sick. I said, okay. I stay at home. All right, you have fun at church. You have fun at church. Yes, and you bring your ass over here being sick, coughing and stuff. So, like I told her, I said, well, Mama, I'm still your baby. I'm a grown ass man, but y'all look at us like little babies. And y'all mothers know that's how y'all look at y'all grown ass men. I just feel more, and I just feel more comfortable when I'm around my mom. And I felt like I could get better, being around her because she gonna make sure I'm good. She gonna make sure all her kids good. But she told me to stay my ass right on over here. Don't come over here with all that coughing. But yeah, anyway, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I never heard back from the young man to say he was going to do my show. Well, maybe he'll email me. Anybody else is interested in promoting your business on my radio show? We are going to start this Friday. We are going to the show. Wait a minute. Yeah. This Friday coming up, I will be launching the new KPTT radio. Okay, just so y'all know. I will be launching the new KPTT radio, and I am looking for donations. Since nobody put up my cash app, let me put it up. No, I ain't gonna put it up there. I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, but if you want to donate to the show, and I will be looking for donations for the show to keep me on the air. They have two plans. They got a $59 plan and a $100 plan. I gotta talk to the guy. He's gonna ask him which one is the better one. I think he said the 59 is good. I think he said the 59 is good, and that's a monthly, so that's not bad. But I am gonna get my board mixer this week. Get my board mixer this week, and get my microphone and everything, and kick the radio show off. Along with still doing my YouTube channel too. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Take care. Y'all have a good night, man, and happy Easter to everybody. Take the Lord along with you everywhere you go. Pray for those who don't have a place to lay their head, a place to go get up, just simple things, and go and use the bathroom, or go in the kitchen and grab a bite to eat. Pray for those people who are out on the streets. And there's a man over here in my neighborhood, and his mind is gone. It's gone. And he runs around hollering and screaming, and you always wonder, how did he get there? What happened to him? Pray that you never get that away. you know. And I pray every day uh, that nothing ever happens in my life to where I could lose my mind. Because people do lose their minds. Some people lose their mind behind their parents. Some people lose their mind behind death, or something could happen, and you're just not strong enough to hold up. So I just pray every day, Lord, keep me, you know, because anything can happen in your life that could change your life and within a day, a split second, a split second. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed my little comedy video I did with the little wigs and shit. And guess what? I hadn't even been drinking. I haven't been having I don't do drugs. That was just me acting stupid. And that's the stuff I used to do when I used to host in the clubs and stuff. But I love y'all. Y'all be good. And y'all email me, PTsPointofVIEW@gmail.com, if you want to be a part of my radio show. If you'd like to put some content on there. If you'd like to be a sponsor or whatever, I would love to hear from you. PTsPointofVIEW@gmail.com. Y'all be good. Take care and enjoy the weather. Bye.